In the current world, things are always changing, yet certain things never change. This is the truth. No matter the circumstance, a man should be able to take care of himself. There are certain talents that every guy should possess. Some men may view this movie and conclude that it promotes toxic masculinity. We will discuss 6 life skills that every man needs to master in this video. The first is knowing how to fight. It doesn't matter if you are a businessman, a doctor, or a comedian. If you don't know how to fight, you lack masculinity. It is understandable that we are experiencing a pandemic of weak men because they have been brainwashed to believe that men and women are the same. Everyone should try to stay out of street fights and brawls, but it doesn't mean they shouldn't learn some fundamental combat techniques. Let's discuss a scenario that might occur to you one day. You might be out with your wife when a man passes by and slaps her on the butt. What would you do in this situation? You can't rely on calling the police because you won't wait around for them to arrive. You could choose to ignore the incident entirely, but doing so would cost you your wife's respect as well as your own. No one should be able to touch the people you love. One of your responsibilities as a man is to protect your people, and by neglecting this problem, you have forfeited both your honor and your position as a guardian. You should never initiate a fight if you can help it, but you might find yourself in a precarious situation where you must defend yourself. In that case, you should be familiar with the proper techniques for serving up a good old knuckle sandwich and striking your opponent as quickly as you can. If you do it incorrectly, you risk further injuring yourself. The ability to diffuse conflict can only be truly mastered by the person who can also be dangerous, which is why being able to fight and having the ability to diffuse conflict go hand in hand. It's like when all the male gorillas stop their shenanigans when the alpha male gorilla walks in because the alpha male can keep other male gorillas in line because of who he is. Number 3 are really noticeable. What if I told you that having a strong presence is a skill that can be learned? You see, this presence is an accumulation of many small things and habits. You need to be a strong man with a firm handshake. Have you ever noticed that some men have a presence that when this man walks into the room, he commands respect even without saying a word? Walk with your chest out, look people in the eyes when you speak to them, and nod your head to show that you are paying attention. I'll admit that a lot of guys try to fake these things, but it never works. The truth is that charisma is a taught behavior, a talent that can be acquired, just like how we learn to walk or drill vocabulary when learning a new language. The best way to learn this skill is to surround yourself with real men and observe what they do. These men could be your own father, a mentor you have, or other men such as men you know from a fighting club. Fighters are often the most respectful and peaceful guys, yet they command respect and carry themselves well. Don't be that guy. Deep critical thinking is number 4. Your conversational skills will improve dramatically if you have the capacity to think deeply about a variety of subjects. You'll also have the mental capacity to enhance your life's overall quality and make wiser decisions. It's easier said than done, but critical thinking requires you to leave your own opinions and biases at the door and embrace other information. Just because you've always done something a certain way doesn't mean it's the right way. Question your assumptions and be open to other points of view. As I always say on this channel, don't believe everything you're told, but also don't believe everything you think you know. Be open to evaluating diverse points of view and merit of alternative arguments. The lack of financial education we receive in schools, universities, and colleges is arguably the greatest disappointment. Most men go through life with no idea of how to treat money, make wise financial decisions, and position themselves for financial freedom. We are raised to believe that you must have a job that pays a salary and nothing more if you can start shifting your priorities. Robert Kiyosaki's book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's important to start learning about money as soon as you can. Learn to control your stress levels because they strongly correlate with your level of achievement in life. The person who panics and breaks down under pressure will never outperform the one who can maintain composure and use critical thinking when under duress. As a guy, you will have more and more obligations in life, which can be difficult, and stress is a part of everyone's life. Many stressful situations in life occur because we procrastinate. If you notice that you always wait until the last minute or that you frequently feel like you are trying to catch up, it's likely that you procrastinate. Take charge by writing down everything you need to do and the deadline. Even the act of writing it down can help you reduce stress by getting it out of your head. Both women and men should strive to become stronger, but women are forgiven for not being able to handle the pressure. Men are not. Men carry the burden of performance. As a man, you must be able to do the following. Look at the list and decide which things are urgent and important. Give each task your full attention until it is completed before moving on to the next most important item on your list. Very soon you will be doing tasks in a proactive mode rather than a stressed reactive one. Both women and men should aim to become stronger.